Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm getting into the Pat McGrath limited edition Star Wars collection. Just came out at the end of 2022 and I have two of the products from the collection. There's eyeshadows, there's lip products, mascaras, colored mascaras, and that is it. There are a couple of products from this collection that are just relaunches with different packaging. They're not actually new. I'll be going over the details, but I'm gonna show you what I picked up. I got the 5-pan eyeshadow palette in Sith Seduction. This color story looks super familiar. It has the shade names on the back. It has a, simple cardboard packaging. There is a sticker on here. And this is what the outer box packaging looks like. Look at that, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't really like Star Wars, but this was appealing. And then I picked up one of the Chromaluxe Total eyeshadows. This is the box packaging here, and I got the shade Smuggler Spice. This is I believe this is an eyeshadow pigment or eye pigment, but you can put it anywhere. It says Chromaluxe Artistry Pigment, and you can apply this with your hands or a brush. These palettes are $36 and this guy is $32 just for the one. There are 3 of these and 4 shades of these. There's also a relaunch of the Mothership 6 palette. It has these colors with a Star Wars sticker on the front. There also is a relaunch of the mascaras, colored mascaras, the Liquid Luxe lipsticks with the Star Wars packaging. There's also a couple of, I believe, Lust glosses that are repackaged as well. But I believe we haven't seen these before, so I wanted to pick one up in a shade that I thought could be somewhat useful. And so let's just jump into swatches. All right, so these next swatches that you are going to see is from this Mothership 6 palette. Because these shades in this small Sith Seduction look so familiar, I thought I'd also do swatches of this guy so you could see the similarities. So I'll go ahead and throw those up now. All right, so I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look with not all the colors, but a lot of these. I'll just let you know what I think about the texture of these. I wouldn't have picked up really anything from this collection, but I liked the holiday palettes that were the 5 pans, and I like the texture. They're very smooth, and there is sort of a cream formula. In this palette, it's the orange one. In the holiday palettes, it was also one shade in here. So I really like these small ones. I think they are really nice quality. So I was like, oh, more. I'm excited. But I didn't realize, I already have this color story because I'm not that bright. And so I also, feeling this feels pretty dry, not as creamy as I thought it would be. So I'm not sure, I don't know, I'm pretty skeptical about this, that it's really worth it, but I'm gonna try it on my eyes. It doesn't seem like the kind of color that would work for me as a real highlight or anything, so I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it. Oh, also want to point out, I got one of the Pat McGrath shirts. This is a large. It's a little big, but what I'm a bit disappointed by, it was like on sale. It was pretty cheap, so I wanted to pick it up. It doesn't feel that soft. It feels like a basic kind of stiff t-shirt. So here's the front. It has the numbers here in the Pat McGrath symbol she's got on a few of her products. It's like this Egyptian eye. And then the back is where it's really at back, and I can't really read it to you, but there's a bunch of stuff on there. I almost wish some of the stuff wasn't on the front, even like the Pat McGrath on the front in smaller letters would have been cool, but it's a basic black shirt. But if you're a Pat McGrath fan and you see the symbol right away, you'll know what that is. So I think it's pretty cool, and I'm happy to wear this in my future Pat McGrath videos. I don't know, just kind of a different t-shirt. I'm a little bit worried, I haven't washed it yet, how this gold is gonna hold up. I almost don't want to wash it. All right, so let's get into the makeup. I have my complexion on. So it's really gonna be all about the eyes today. And what do you guys think about Star Wars? Are you into it? This is not the first time Pat has come out with a Star Wars collection. I don't think I picked up anything from the previous collection, but this one appealed to me, especially the smaller, more affordable palettes. All right, so let's see. I definitely want to use this, so I'm gonna have to incorporate a look kind of centered on that. I think I'm gonna keep it really natural, and I'm not gonna do the blue or the green. I'm gonna go with all the other colors. Just because, I don't know, I'm not feeling that today. Those are a bit of a grungy tone of blue and green. They are cool, but just, you know, maybe not today. So I'm actually gonna start with Smuggler's Spice. Yeah, I'm surprised, like, this is a pigment. I get it, it's gonna be a little different. It feels really dry. So it's interesting. All right, I'm gonna throw this on. Ooh, that is really pretty though, and pretty impactful. I feel like this is a color in one of the Divine Rose palettes that I've seen before, so it doesn't seem very new for Pat, but it actually applies pretty well. Very, very pigmented, very bold. That's actually a very pretty color. Interesting. I think it's going to disappear a little bit with this copper shade. So let's dig into the copper. So copper is this cream formula. I'm going to use one of my cream brushes here. So my Sonia G Builder, this is from their Fusion series, so it has natural and synthetic hairs. And I'm going to use this pumpkin shade, Mustafar Heat. And I'm gonna go in the center. Oh yeah, very metallic. I almost think this is a good finger shade as well. What do you guys think? That is quite bold and quite impactful, but I do think the pink and the rust color here actually works pretty well together. Interesting. I think what's missing from this palette is at least one matte. That would be real nice. I'm gonna do the same look on each eye. Start with this pink pigment, pink and gold pigment over here. You know, even though I don't love the texture, the feel of it, it applies great and it looks nice. I'm curious what the other colors are like. And then again with this pumpkin-y metallic color. Now the larger palette I showed compared to, the colors are similar, but the metallic shade in the other palette is not this creamy, so quite different. I'm having a little bit of trouble on top of this pigment, but it could be the brush. Maybe the base is just a little dry. Yeah, that's pretty. Very sunset-y. All right, I'm gonna take the lightest shade over here in this palette, which is either Imperial or Force Sensitive, and take this on the inner corner. Very, very sparkly look. Again, even the non-creams are very creamy powders, so this formula is so different, but I like it. I mean, it's not different from the holiday palettes, but it's definitely different for Pat. I mean, I love that trio of color right there. I do feel like I do need some mattes something or other to sort of balance this out, because I think I'm done with the color. I think that's enough. Impressive. I mean, I know I didn't use all the shades, but how fun. What a fun collection. You know what I like about this is I don't know that a lot of people, well, I'm being stereotypical here, but I don't know that a lot of people that are really into Star Wars necessarily are the types of people that would spend a lot of money on luxury makeup. I think that's the best way you can put it. Not that they wouldn't wear makeup, but maybe not like this high end. But I love the collab. I think it's cool. Me personally, I'm not really into Star Wars, but I like the way it looks for sure, the packaging and all of that. I'm gonna finish out this look, and I'm going to dip into this palette, and which I think is honestly just the bigger version of this guy, and pop into some of these mattes just to sort of ground the look a little bit. We're in serious sparkle territory. Right, so I'm gonna blend that out and add back in some of that pink Smuggler spice just a little bit, because it pretty much got hidden by all that is happening. This is like a metallic dust storm on my eye. All right, so taking this with the finger again, and I'm gonna go in here and just make that transition a little less harsh. There's a lot of gold to this pink, so I think this all really works together. Yeah, here we go. I love this. I mean, I love fun makeup and I love Pat McGrath, even though, you know, I'm getting older. I still like it. I think there's personally no rules. Do whatever you want, wear whatever makeup you like. I'm down. All right, so now for sort of finishing off the look, I'm gonna do eyeliner, mascara, lips, and I will be back. All right, here is the final look, and I am loving it. I mean, it's just gorgeous makeup, gorgeous eyeshadow. I used 4 eyeshadows and really nice. I did have to reach for another palette to get the matte, but honestly, you can rock them all metallic eye if you want to. I loving it. I didn't choose the most deep colors from this fine pan palette, but still pretty and a lot of fun. The lipstick I paired it with is Lisa Aldridge Velvet Cinnabar, kind of a rusty red. Eyeliner, I use the About Face Equestrian eyeliner. It's just a brown matte, just to make it simple, but just a little bit more definition on the lash line. The blush I used is from Pat McGrath, Desert Orchid blush on today, and I used the Pat McGrath Nude Cream Highlight on top of that. I didn't use any other Pat McGrath complexion stuff, but what do you guys think? I love the end result. Did I need to pick this up? No. If you guys already have, you probably noticed this before I did. If you have the Mothership 6 palette, you do not need this mini version. Essentially, it's pretty much the same. The blue is different because in the bigger palette, it's more of a purple. This is definitely more of a blue. It's got some multicolored glitters in there, and then the green is pretty close. It's kind of a grungy dark green. Otherwise, a lot of the other colors, you're gonna find something very similar in this palette. So if I just paid attention, I would have not picked up this one, but the other 2 options I wasn't really into. So I mean, now I have a smaller version of that palette that's a lot more travel friendly, and I honestly think some of you will think this formula is friendlier than the classic. So is it worth it? If you're going just for packaging, a lot of people are disappointed that this is a sticker and then the large palette's just a sticker tacked on to the existing palette. So could the packaging be better? Yes, but this is still a pretty awesome looking palette. And the outer packaging, I mean, it's pretty stellar. But you know, people are gonna complain. I mean, anytime a limited edition product comes out like this, when it's a collab, it always seems like a cash grab. But this is not the first time this collaboration's happened, and I mean, I don't mind it. What I am disappointed about is that not a lot of the products in the collection were new. Just a lot of relaunches and a lot of stickers on things, which I get it. That's pretty disappointing. But if you're a fan of Pat McGrath, you can see that right away, and you're probably you won't pick it up. But this product was new. I like the way it looks on the eyes, and it applied really easily. I don't love the way it feels. It's actually pretty dry on the lid, but it still looks nice. So it's one of those things like, it doesn't feel great, but I like the way it looks. And layering on top was a little bit challenging with the cream eyeshadow. Do I think this is worth it though? I don't think the color is that unique. Like, it's a nice, I like the way it looks, but I don't think this particular color, Smuggler Spice, is that great. And also, you could get 5 colors for a little bit more money. You might as well just pay a little bit extra and get all the different options. I don't think one eyeshadow at this price is worth it. Especially the colors that I came out with were not like super unique, but I thought this would at least be the most wearable one. I don't know, a little bit disappointed by it. I would say I like this look, but if I was able to try this stuff in the store and realize, oh, I already have these colors, I probably wouldn't have picked this up if I had to do it over again. Just because, like, although I think this is cute, I'm not like a diehard Star Wars fan. So that's that. And I mean, you guys see what it looks like. I'm sure you love it if you buy it, but if you already have this stuff, definitely not worth it. But it was kind of honestly, to me, like a last minute launch, or like, oh, quick, throw it in at the end of the year. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts below if you plan to pick anything up from the collection or you already have. Let me know if you're loving anything or not. If you like this video, please comment below, click like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.